Hello YouTube! Today we're going to be watching the darkest moments in TV history with the boy Osner. This video is made by Nick Crowley. I believe that's how you say his name. I don't know anything about this guy's content, but the title looked interesting, the thumbnail looked interesting. So I'm like, fuck it, we gonna watch it. But yeah, like I said, I have here my friend Osner. Osner, would you like to introduce yourself for the peoples?
Hi everyone, I'm Oz. I also stream. I don't know what supposed to say. Private investigator, VTuber. You know how it is.
You know what it is.
I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, wow, amazing intro, beautiful. Yeah.
Dude, I didn't work on that.
I felt that. Don't worry about it.
I'm reacting and shit. I don't know.
Hey, go check him out on Twitch, bro. Osner EN. He's great.
Oh
go check me out too.
Oh
Wow, beautiful, amazing, yes. 10 out of 10 passion. Alright, anyways, let's get into the video and let's see what's going on here. Alright.
It's supposed to be a sad.
Sad? You mean fucking spooky?
Well,
I guess also sad, low-key. Yeah,
like sad.
low-key.
Well, from what I'm thinking, but.
Alright, bet. We'll see. Well, someone's definitely dying. It could be spooky. I think you're right. It's probably just sad. Well, let's find out, I guess. Also, let me know if everyone's audio is good. We'll catch on, make sure nothing's fucked up. Alright, let's get it.
Under the water there are traps. Old cars, bedsteads, weaved hidden depths. It's the perfect place for an accident.
Okay, well, I guess you're right. It's probably sad.
I'm
assuming someone drowns.
2025, a group of teenagers ventured into the Miriam River in Bacabal, Brazil, for a quick morning swim. But after several minutes in the water, the group started to realize that one of its members, 13-year-old Raisa, was no longer beside them. And after calling out her name and searching the surrounding area, the realization set in.
How long does it take you to realize someone's gone?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, if you guys are friends, kind of like.
Yeah, it's kind of fake.
Straight away, locals filled the area to help find this girl, but their attempts were all futile. And with each passing moment, it grew more and more likely that Raisa had tragically drowned, with the search efforts shifting to recovery efforts the next morning.
That is actually insane.
The tragedy led to various news stations arriving on the scene to help document the search, and for one reporter, Lenildo Frazao, he couldn't help but view Raisa's story as a cautionary tale. The Miriam River is particularly unassuming from the surface, which is exactly what made it so dangerous, since it carried with it an unexpectedly strong current, and a bottom that was littered with sudden drop-offs, as even in shallow sections, one step could plunge you into deep water without warning. As a result,
I would never swim here, bro.
Like this had sadly happened here before, and for Lenildo, this was the perfect time to highlight the river's dangers, in the hope of preventing one from ever happening again. And he had a unique idea to help achieve this.
Please tell me does not go in the water.
The river was. Lenildo wanted to demonstrate it.
Brother.
So he began to take off his shoes and his pants before entering the water with his microphone in his hand.
Brother. No.
Olha, a gente já vê que aqui a água é muito forte, ó. E vai descendo, ó. Vixe Maria, vai descendo aqui, viu? Ó.
The camera rolled as he waded into the river, at first going
Dude, no way, man.
Before the riverbed began to drop beneath him, sending the water all the way up to his chest.
Então, pessoal, e aí tem a correnteza, aqui já, olha.
Wait, are we gonna see him like...
Dude, no way, bro.
Got the current in live TV.
About how unsafe this area could be, especially for unattended children who...
Bro, I'd be terrified.
But even with most of his body now submerged, he wanted to take it even further.
Brother.
At this point. And so he continued wading towards the center of the river.
Bro, did we just see him disappear right now?
Dude, I don't know how it goes.
Until suddenly...
Olha, dei pouquinho aqui, ó. A água já tá acima do meu peito. Pra você ver a situação. Se eu andar pouquinho aqui, deixa eu ver aqui. Ó,
Dude, no way.
Dude.
Ó a fundura aqui, ó.
What happened? Something in the water? Oh, did he get bit?
Lenildo physically recoiled and let out a loud yell.
Oh shit.
He stood there for a moment, anxiously glaring into the water, before telling his crew, I think there's something down here.
Oh damn, he probably got bit by like a
he had touched in those murky depths didn't seem natural.
What if it's the girl?
Lenildo describing it as being soft.
Oh no!
Back to the shore, where he further explained why he was so shaken by the ordeal, admitting that what he stepped on felt like an arm.
Oh my god!
This is the exact moment.
Brother! That is crazy!
Moments later, several locals would retrace Lenildu's steps and discover the 13-year-old's body in the same exact
Oh
location.
my god!
Raisa had died from an accidental drowning, as she wasn't a strong swimmer, and had likely fallen into the deep water.
Yo, that is crazy!
The exact conditions that Lenildu had been warning the viewers about.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. That is great TV. That is actually insanity. What the fuck?
Out of all the spots, that you
Dude,
could've,
bro,
like,
that
done
river
this,
is
you know?
gigantic. What are the fucking odds? Bro, you could not do detective work like this.
Dude, I think he could replace my job.
That is
I mean,
insane.
honestly, just wanted to prove a point, right? With like the current.
Dude, this
It's not
point
even
is
about, like-
crazy, bro. This man, I thought he was gonna. Honestly, thank God. I was gonna. He looked like a nice guy, and I was looking like really getting sad. I'm like, yo, that's. Oh my God. Okay. Also, I cranked up the volume a little bit. Oh my
Someone
God.
said that. What if he was the one that did it? But I'm just like,
Bro,
what
that's the
would
little
be
kid
the
I was
point if
thinking
he's
too. And I'm like,
exposing-
yeah. I'm like,
Well, I mean, like,
if?
what would he? What's the point if he's exposing where the body is himself? You know, unless he's trying to clear out his name. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
That's
that
so
wouldn't make
interesting.
sense, really. But it's just like, out of all the spots in the water, you know, it didn't really get carried by the current. It was just like here in the middle of the river, I guess.
Yeah,
I
that's what
don't
I'm saying.
know.
I thought it would have like went like like way further, down like the line, but I guess not. I don't know. Dude, the way he jumped back was crazy, man.
Yeah, I thought it would be like an animal.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like
Maybe
a
something,
piranha or like an anaconda, some maybe like a baby alligator or some shit like that, you know?
Yeah. But the setup kind of did. point
Yeah,
that,
it did
that's
kind
why I
of. That's so interesting. Okay. Okay. Wait, quick question. Does anyone else think the video volume is low, or is it fine, or what are you doing? That is crazy, man. The jump seemed a bit acted. Nah, I wouldn't say so, man. I think that his reaction in general looked so it's a bit low for me. Okay, I put up a little bit. That should be a little bit better. Okay, cool. All right.
When he unknowingly stepped on her.
Yeah,
foot,
like look at that. You even just
with the
drank
incredible
water by
dark
accident there, bro.
what can only be
Look at that
described
shit.
as one of the darkest moments in television history,
They're not wrong. Was that fucking Freddy Fazbear?
with the entire ordeal culminating into what can only be described as one of the darkest
I'm pretty
moments
sure it was.
in television history.
Okay, that is not Freddy Fazbear. Never mind. It looked like it, bro. It looked like it, dude. Also, just a whole bunch of them. Oh, that's kind of cool. I bet.
I just thought that something is gonna happen to him. I thought the current was gonna like, carry him out too, or the other way around. Yeah, it was like 50-50 for me.
They're just like you and me, but together they are a source of endless fascination. And we'll conduct a rigorous scientific experiment into twin telepathy.
Hedgehog.
The Eriksson twins. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, they're in the middle of the. Okay.
It was a peculiar sight. As traffic flowed through one of the UK's busiest roadways, the M6, CCTV cameras captured two women walking down the narrow median, with a vehicle speeding past them on either side. These
Okay,
women
something
were
I would do.
Sabina and Ursula Eriksson, 40-year-old identical twin sisters who grew up in Sweden, with Ursula eventually moving to the US and Sabina to Ireland. Just one day before this footage was taken, on May 16, 2008, Ursula had made the long flight to visit Sabina at her home in Dublin. But things got off to a troubling start when Sabina got into a verbal altercation with her husband and the father of her two kids,
Damn.
prompting both sisters to leave the house in the middle of the night without telling anyone. The next morning, the sisters emerged in the city of Liverpool, where they visited a police station
Liverpool
and reported
mentioned.
that Sabina's kids were in danger and were unsafe in her husband's care. Law
Damn.
enforcement briefly looked into the matter, but ultimately they didn't seem all too concerned with the children's well-being, and rather they seemed more troubled by the women themselves. Their behavior was just somewhat off, so much so that shortly after leaving the station, they were kicked off a public bus for exhibiting erratic behavior, which some passengers found threatening. And after the altercation, this erratic behavior continued, as for unknown reasons, the pair began walking towards the M6, and then eventually right onto it, where we see them now.
Okay.
It defied any sort of logic, and put them in an extremely dangerous position, a position where one wrong move could lead to a horrific accident. And sure enough, that's exactly what would happen. though it was anything but accidental.
Oh shit.
Without warning, both women turned and then ran directly into the road.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Directly into a car traveling in the fast lane. Immediately, local police were inundated
What
with
the
urgent
fuck?
calls about the ordeal, leading to a group of officers being dispatched to the scene.
Both of them on top of that is
Coincidentally,
crazy.
The same group just so happened to have a camera crew following them.
Dude,
as part of the
imagine being
show
like the
Motorboat
driver
Cops.
and you just see.
Dude,
some
that is,
trash.
oh man, that's what I'm
Officers
scared of
report
so
on
bad.
many daily encounters, ranging
Like I
from
would
mundane
hate that
traffic
because I'm just like
infractions.
innocently like doing my own thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then someone's just like gonna run in front of me. And
Bro,
like, is that my
deadass.
fault? Am I gonna be in jail for that? I don't know, man.
No, I don't think it'd be in jail. I think, bro, imagine the fucking trauma, bro. I was talking to a couple about
Never
it.
drive again.
Bro, it's no, genuinely, bro. I was talking to a couple about it, and apparently in the UK, if like someone jumps in front of a train, the train driver gets like 3 years, off work, and they get paid like normal pay. Literally,
I thought they're going to like.
I'll go to jail.
arrest them or
No.
something.
Oh, I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be like, man, bro, I'll get out of jail and fucking run over someone else. I'm like, there you go. Now I actually fucking deserve my years.
Oh my god.
God, I'm not actually gonna do that, but, but I'd be fucking mad, dude. I'd be so fucking mad. No, yeah. But oh yeah, the trauma of that must be fucking insane. Holy shit.
Yeah.
All the way to devastating tragedies.
Now every time there's
And
like
this
a
segment
pedestrian.
seemed
You know?
destined
Yeah,
to
man,
be
I would like wait like 3 minutes for them to cross.
The motorway. Anyone being hit, you're expecting serious injury, if not life-threatening.
They
Despite
survive?
the officers fearing the worst, however, when they arrived on the scene, they were met with a surprising sight. Standing there before them was Ursula and Sabina.
What the
who, despite
fuck?
being struck by a car at high speeds, appeared completely unharmed. In fact, both sisters were entirely calm.
Which?
Casually speaking amongst themselves as if nothing ever happened. It was a miracle. And as the officers began trying to piece together the cause of this whole ordeal, everyone at the scene began to breathe a collective sigh of relief.
Hey, what happened to
There was no
the
way that any
car,
of them
though?
could have known that their roles had just been cast in one of the most disturbing television scenes
Ooh.
of all time.
Are they about to go fucking get hit?
What we've got
No way.
is they were in the central res. They were trying to cross the Bravo. So as we approached, they hadn't seen us, mother. The red ones got knocked down.
Bro, I'm scared, low-key.
Over there. I've got an ambulance en route for her. She seems all right, but I'm not a doctor. She has been knocked down.
Is
by
she
a-
the one that speaks English or the other one?
Yes.
Oh my god, this bitch is... Oh!
Oh.
Yo, what is wrong with these ladies?
Ursula dashed into the middle of oncoming traffic and directly into the path of a massive truck traveling at over 60 miles per hour. It happened in a literal instant. There was hardly any
Oh my
chance to
god.
turn, and before
Poor
anyone
guy,
could
dude. He
even
almost
process
had her,
what
bro.
they just witnessed. Sabina would also run into the road.
What the hell is wrong with these two?
But rather, straight into the path of an oncoming Volkswagen.
Oh my god.
She's done a run of-
Oh no!
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to... Oh my god.
Ambulance, senior officers to the scene. We've got 2 possible fatals.
What the fuck is wrong? Yo,
Within
what is wrong with these bitches? Oh my god. What the... Dude, okay. Bro, that's actually insane. Because it's like both of them on the same page. Okay, they got into a domestic dispute or some shit like that. Right? But like, why are they both trying to kill themselves? Is it like a bond that they have with each other? They're like, ah, bro, if one of us goes, the other one needs to go too? That is
That's
insane.
crazy.
That is
I
crazy.
honestly-
Oh my god.
I also don't like how it's affecting other people as well.
Yeah, man, they're
Like,
so
imagine-
fucking selfish.
Yeah, imagine you're just like there, like doing your job, and then like they like traumatize you with what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's like,
crazy.
what the fuck did I do to deserve this, jackass? Like, just fucking jump off a bridge like a normal person. What the hell? Okay, well, you know.
Bad. That's still
I mean, at
pretty
least you
bad.
jump off a bridge, just know they're fucking victims in this. Like, it's just the person, you know, it's just the like, well, sure, I mean, like, it's them and their family, you like, it's still bad. But at least it's not fucking, you know, like, people are getting hit by a car, people are fucking, you know, watching you like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't think that's just
I mean,
crazy.
I get your perspective, but I do think this. Well, there's definitely something wrong with them for sure.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
no, for
feel like-
sure.
But like this part is just like so traumatic because wherever you are in that scenario, you could be. I don't know if this is the police or the ambulance or something,
Probably
or
both.
like the passerby where they're kind of just like, you know, going to work or coming from work or something. Dude, like who would have imagined? Like that trucker that kind of like
Yeah,
ran them
man, that's
over,
tough.
dude. But then like, dude, the jump bridge part is kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
like, I feel like either way, right? Like despite any scenario, it'll hurt a lot of people. So I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. Man.
Double said, now I'm traumatized and late for work.
See now, good luck with driving. I'm just kidding.
You're like, why are you late for work,
Drive,
man? This bitch jumped into traffic, bro. I don't know what happened. Yeah, no, that's insane, dude. Bro, and the crazy part is, like you said, like a bunch of people suffered, and it's like the first person already, you know, because they already got hit once, right?
Yeah.
There's already 2 people traumatized. Like, God knows how many people are in that car. Anyone that's surrounding, like you said, and then they came back a second time, traumatized even more people. It's like, bro, oh my God, so many people traumatized them for what? I don't know, man. They're hella fucking. I don't know. There's definitely something wrong with them, but fucking hell. One second, let me just kick my cat out. Shadow, you wanna go outside?
Yeah.
You wanna go outside,
I think
Shadow?
he's.
No? All right.
But yeah, I think at this point they don't really care about other people. So
Yeah, man. Poor fucking drivers. All right, well.
yeah.
Dude, this song had actually a lot more
In
content.
just seconds,
I wonder what else
the
happened.
completely calm scene had turned to utter chaos, and both women were now lying on the pavement. Miraculously, they both were still alive.
What the
Sabine
hell?
stable but knocked unconscious, while Ursula
Dude,
was
what
in
the
rough shape. Her legs had been pulverized by the truck.
Oh,
with
goddamn.
paramedics describing them as looking as if they had exploded.
Oh,
While she
ew,
lay on the
man.
pavement, she was wide awake and experiencing
Oh my God.
everything. Within seconds of receiving medical attention, Ursula began to cry out. But strangely, it wasn't in pain. Rather, she was yelling at the paramedics, cursing, and even attacking them for trying to help her.
Calm down.
So she wants to die,
Calm
basically.
down.
What the fuck?
Mine's very aggressive, spitting at me.
Shouting things like, I recognize you. I know you're not real.
Come on, you've hit your head. Calm down. We are the police.
Oh.
We are the police.
It was clear that she was suffering from some sort of delusion, but while officers had their
Oh,
hands full
yeah.
trying to subdue her, things were about to get even more hectic as Sabina started to regain consciousness.
There's no way she goes into.
She had been brutally struck by a car, as evidenced by the damage to the vehicle
God
itself.
damn.
But like Ursula, she also appeared almost entirely unfazed, as she stood up and began to scream to her sister,
You're going to
"They're
steal your
going to
organs.
steal your organs."
What the fuck?
One of the officers tried to hold her back, but Sabina resisted.
Bro, get more people, bro. These 2 are clear. This bitch is useless. Oh my God.
Before once
Oh
again
my God.
taking off into oncoming traffic.
No! Stay!
Oh, okay.
Stay there. Calm down, calm down, calm down.
Thankfully, this time the cars managed to avoid her.
Thank
It would
God.
take 6 officers to finally restrain her.
6?
Even with that many people, it was still-
Yo, who are they hiring? What do you mean 6 officers? What? Brother, it should take at most 2, if not 3. Oh my God, 6 officers. Dude, what are they doing in the UK?
Dude. Oh my God, bro.
And it's not like she's like some big buff fucking 6'5" lady or some shit. Like she looks like maybe at most 6 foot. Like realistically, like 2, 3 people
I
should be
bet.
enough. That is insane. Yo, what the fuck?
Still a struggle, as her strength was unlike anything that they had seen in a woman her size.
Oh wow.
And with Sabina now subdued, the chaos was finally over. In the following moments, Ursula was airlifted to a local hospital where she underwent an extensive, yet successful emergency surgery.
Wow.
Sabina was shockingly found to have no injuries, which allowed her to be discharged into police custody after just 5 hours, where she was
Wow.
quickly arrested and sentenced to 1 day in prison for assaulting an officer, as well as trespassing on the motorway. And with both women now safe, one question burned at the forefront of everyone's minds. Why had the Eriksson twins done this?
No, genuinely.
Well, the immediate
Honestly,
theory
I would
was that
also
this was
arrest
all the
her.
result-
Yo, this bitch right here pissed me the fuck off. Can I just say that, man? That is so bad, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is, bro.
I mean, I'm glad that they got arrested because that is endangerment, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, I think getting arrested was definitely a good call there. I think, but I think they should, like, I'm hoping they send them to a fucking psychiatric hospital, like, the next day. Hi, Sherry. What's up, girly?
That's
Hi.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
bro.
cannot believe that one guy could not restrict her, bro. I think it's because they also don't want to use, like, force.
Yeah, they don't want to, yeah, they're not
attack.
insane like in the US, so they're just, like, fucking, like, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but then
Um,
again, they kind of should at this point.
Yeah, no, bro, like twice, dude. If it was
They did
like
it
once,
twice,
okay,
bro.
twice. Come on, bro. Like, clearly, this person is cursing at you, telling you don't need help, and like the way she's just looking at her like as if like nothing was happening. She's like, "Hey, man,
Yo, this lady's getting up again, guys. Should we maybe do something about it?
Bro,
Bro!
like, well, she kind of waved to the oncoming traffic, so.
Yeah, oh my
she
god,
gotta
at
do
least.
something.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, like, bro, I don't know. I mean, at a certain point, you got. That's what I'm saying, bro. At some point, it's like, all right, bro, okay, let's lock the fuck in and let's get this shit done. Cause what the fuck are we doing? I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Of drug use. But surprisingly, when given toxicology tests, no drugs or alcohol would be found in either of their systems.
That is so interesting.
They were entirely sober during this ordeal, which left only
Mental
one
health?
plausible theory, that this was all the result of some sort of mental breakdown, with both women somehow experiencing its effects at the same time.
Yeah, that's what's really
This
crazy.
case is used as one of the most glaring examples of a psychological disorder known as folie à deux, in which one person suffering from delusions transmits said delusions onto a different person, leading to both people experiencing the same misconstrued version of reality. And while this is only a theory, it's clear that regardless of the how or why, these women were extremely mentally unwell during this event. In fact, during the TV program, an
They don't have to say it like that. Oh my god.
Oh.
officer even mentioned that this could be a 136.
Like you, I like how they have to say they're mentally unwell.
It's a code that allows law enforcement to hold people on account of their mental health to assure that they're safe to return to the public. But shockingly, not only did this never happen, but Sabina was released without ever being given a mental health assessment.
What the hell are they doing?
She was never so much as looked over by a mental health professional, and was instead released the very next day after the incident.
What the hell are they
On
doing?
top of this, when she was released, she was given no information about Ursula's whereabouts or her condition, or even resources to help find her way home, leaving Sabina still mentally unwell, and now stranded in an unfamiliar city, not knowing what happened to her sister. And sadly, her delusions were far from over.
God damn. Yeah, no, they're tripping in Ireland, bro. What the hell?
May, Sabina had nowhere to go, and so she began to wander, carrying her belongings in the same evidence bag that the police had given her earlier that day. Eventually, she would happen across two men walking their dogs, and as she stopped to pet them, Sabina asked the owners where the nearest hotel was. But seemingly recognizing that the woman wasn't well, one of the men, Glenn Hollenshed, offered to have her stay at his place, to which Sabina happily obliged.
Okay.
But once inside Hollenshed's home, Sabina began acting extremely paranoid, checking the windows constantly and believing that her cigarettes had been poisoned. Despite this, though,
Wow.
Hollenshed was patient, and he helped her make calls around the area to track down Ursula, while making sure that Sabina was eating and drinking.
Okay.
The following day,
Okay.
Hollenshed was preparing dinner for Sabina when he stepped out of the house to ask his neighbor for
Hi,
tea.
Scarlett.
But just minutes after returning home with the bags, he would once again step out of the house, only this time, he was completely covered in blood as he stumbled and screamed, "She stabbed me."
Oh.
As he collapsed to the ground, the neighbor rushed over to try and help, but the damage was already done.
Dude.
Oh my
Hollenshed let
god.
out one final soft whisper, saying, "Look after my dog."
That's so sad. Oh my
For unknown
god.
reasons, in that house, Sabina had stabbed Glenn Hollenshed, and by the time law enforcement
Bro.
arrived, she was long gone, having
Bro, dude, this is actually so... Dude, I hate police incompetence, bro. It actually pisses me the fuck off. Like, what are you talking about? Not even one single fucking mental health fucking check. Not even fucking like, bro, at least keep her for a week. What are they doing? Hello? What's up, Sino? Thank you for the sub. No, they're tripping, man.
I think okay. I feel like the thing about medical people is that they always try to believe in the best of like their patient, right? Like they think that they can recover. and
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
So
for sure, for sure.
I get why they don't really restrain them as much, that it'll make it traumatic for them just in case they like get better. But obviously it's kind of, dude, I don't know. I feel like being a medical professional or whatever is kind of like a risk, right?
Right.
So for this one, it's just like, if you know that someone's insane, you never know that when they're gonna kill you, if they are gonna kill you. So I feel bad for the person that, you know, she killed.
Yeah, no, man. Poor guy, dude. He was trying to help. And that shit happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Nothing
I
the
feel
police
like
had to say on that.
I feel like the, you know, whoever's like watching her needed a backup, I guess. I don't know, but at
Yeah.
the same time, you have to think about the perspective of her, right? Let's say, like, you know, there's a chance that she can get better, then she's just gonna get scared that people think that she's just always crazy.
She's always crazy. I mean, the thing is,
Yeah.
okay, I agree with everything, but I still think like regardless of everything, even if it's like, okay, yeah, this person will get better, this person's not crazy, whatever. Bro, she tried to jump in front of traffic sorry, she successfully jumped into traffic twice, and then the third time, she failed. Like, if that is not enough, bro, I'd be like, yo, fuck that shit, dude, bro. I don't care about how, like, mentally healthy she's been, like, her whole life. I am keeping her, like, I am not medical team. But the thing is, even medical team are tripping, her, bro. Yeah, like they're supposed to, exactly. Okay. So medical, sure, right? She had no injuries. Beautiful. Love to see it. Fantastic. You can't even, I would say 5 hours is not enough. I would say maybe wait like a little bit longer just in case. But whatever, they have other people that need to check up on. Fair enough. But that's it. To not even be like I feel like any normal person, if you put them in that situation, right? Like, even this looks like it was made maybe like 30 years ago at this point. And you'd be like, oh, actually, to be fair, this looks like it's been quite a while ago, like maybe like a good like 20, if not 30 years ago. It's possible that just back then mental health was not as like, important. Because I think like now we talk about it all the time. Oh my God, it's actually so true, dude. We've like actually upgraded, like improved so much on that. Because I remember I feel like we never talked about that before.
You're crazy or you're like, okay, like there's
there's no in between. There's no like, oh, this. There's no maybe half crazy. It's like, it's like you're fully crazy or you're not crazy. Like you said, it makes sense. So I guess that makes sense. Wow.
It's just I mean it's more of like that in between of like no one just knows what to do with her because
exactly. Especially back then. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, when you put it into context, it's like, okay.
I think it just sucks that like
it was a victim.
Someone got affected.
Exactly.
That we already know that something's wrong with her.
Yeah.
But then she's kind of just like in that mental state that they can't really arrest her. That and then someone got killed. So now I guess they can legally arrest her in that sense.
Yeah, exactly.
But it just has to have someone dying, which sucks, right?
Yeah, it's like, bro, that guy should still be alive right now. Take care of his dog, having a nice little happy life. But instead, like, now he's dead. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Having fled the house with a hammer in her hand.
I hate that.
Which she used to
strike
her head repeatedly as she mumbled incoherently.
Oh my God!
On the sidewalk. Eventually, a man passing by tried to intervene, but Sabina immediately attacked, brandishing a roof tile that she had hidden in her pocket and using it to strike him on the head, nearly knocking him unconscious.
Oh my goodness!
It would take several minutes for police to finally catch up with her, but just like the day prior, she took off, leading to a chase that ended with Sabina being surrounded on a 40-foot tall bridge that passed over a highway.
Well, there's the bridge.
And recognizing that there was nowhere left for her to go, she jumped.
Oh gosh.
That is insanity, bro.
Imagine they said she's alive still.
Sabina would cheat death once again.
Brother, how this bitch is invincible? Oh my God.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What the fuck are we talking about here, dude?
That's crazy.
Again, bitch, just die at this point. Okay, bro. I swear to God, if the police fucking do some more bullshit again, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh my God, bro. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. She might actually be like possessed at this point, like genuinely, bro. Like I ain't even. Oh my God.
She is though, right? Because there was like a thing. There's a part when she was trying to jump into like the cars where I don't know if that was just like a narration or whatever, but I feel like it was saying that her head was saying that, oh, they're going to like use your organs for something.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people just like cause that as like schizophrenia, but like some people, the thing is, not everyone believes in like demons and spirits and shit like that. But I feel like for people that do, it's like it's like a very real possibility. Apparently in the Philippines, or I don't know if it's Philippines or Vietnam or some shit like that, but they say like everyone has like a demon's like story or some shit like that. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, oh, okay. Bro, that's what I heard, dude.
As a Filipino, I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw a tweet about it, bro. And then like every person that replied to the tweet was like, maybe it was like Indonesia or something. I don't know. But they're like, yo, man.
I don't know.
Like my uncle has a story. My cousin has a story. I'm like,
last year, bro, when I met you.
Dude, you know what happened once, bro? This shit's okay. All right, man. Fuck you. Bro, okay, let me tell you a quick little story that happened. This shit was scary as fuck, dude. Bro, okay, so there was one time, right? Me and my ex, it was in San Antonio, right? We crashed out at an Airbnb. Like we fell asleep and everything, right? And then I woke up in the middle of the night because I felt like there was like a demon staring at me from like a window. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I woke up and I was like, yo, what the hell? I did like a quick little prayer and I went back to sleep. And then after that in the morning, I was talking to my ex, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, I had like a weird dream. And I'm like, what was the dream about? She's like, I feel like there was like a demon watching me. And I'm like, where was the demon? And she's like, at that window right there. And I'm like, yo, hell no. I took my suitcase and I got out of the Airbnb immediately. And then funny enough, we actually got into an argument after that. because I just left her behind.
There's no way.
Bro, she didn't seem like she cared. She was still walking normally. I'm like, bitch, if there's a demon in this house, I'm stepping out. If you don't care the way I care, that's on you. I'm not getting possessed. Fuck that shit, man. I don't want no demons next to me. Hell no.
Dude, this reminds me
Yo,
of the
fuck
horror
that
movie
shit.
where you're just like, no, you know, you're gonna keep staying because it's gonna ruin our thing. But then you're like the realistic.
I'm
one who
like,
just
no,
gets
I'm
out,
gone. I am out. Bro, no way, dude. Absolutely fucking not. That is crazy, bro. Bro, we both thought there was a demon at the same window. Like, we had no communication. Bro, it's not like we were talking about demons before. It's not like we were watching a scary movie before. We were literally watching, like, fucking Squid Games or some shit like that. Like, there was, I want to be possessed. Oh, hell no. I rebuke you in the name of God.
I'm dead.
But, oh my, nah, man. Dude, that shit was crazy, bro. I'm like, nah. Well, I was like, yeah, she got upset. She's like, you wouldn't even protect me? I'm like, bro, you gotta protect yourself at this point, man. If there is a demon in this house and you're not taking the necessary steps to get out of this building, this is on you. This is on you,
that's
man.
fair, bro. That's fair.
I said maybe
would've done the same shit,
dude.
Bro, if she
thank
doesn't
you,
believe my claims, bro.
bro. No, dude, bro, it's crazy, man. Bro, I believe in demons, bro. I believe in spirits, that shit, bro. I believe it. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, nah, that shit not real. I believe in it. So I'm like, if I think there's a demon, out. I am gone like the wind. I don't give a fuck.
That's fair, bro. I don't blame you for sure.
Oh my god, man. She's like, she's out here fucking trying to make toast or some shit. I'm like, oh hell no, man, I'm out. Anyways, let's
you
see.
already have packed already.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I swear to God, 2 minutes in, I was out. I took all my stuff. My stuff wasn't even packed in the suitcase properly. I just like I got it out of the building and then I packed it outside. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. All right, let's see how she fucking survives more shit. Now let's see what happens now.
And despite suffering 2 broken ankles and a skull fracture, she was alive.
Insanity.
And after a lengthy recovery, she was put on trial for the murder of Glenn Hollinshed, where she would never give a single comment as to why she did what she did,
Wow.
leaving her motive a total mystery to this day. Though it seems clear that it was at least partially a result of her delusions, with the defense pointing to Folie à Deux as a potential explanation. And in the end, it was deemed that Sabina was not mentally fit to make decisions at the time of the slaying. And ultimately, she was given a prison sentence of just 5 years. This is truly one of the most disturbing TV cases of all time. And for as shocking as it is on its own, what I find most chilling is the fact that these officers mentioned holding her for a psychiatric evaluation, which ultimately never happened.
She under arrest at the moment? Well, 136 if she is.
It was
Yeah,
so
you see
massive
that guy
oversight.
mentioned
In
it.
fact, it was so glaring that the police department allegedly contacted the show and asked them to remove this entire section.
Wow.
As if they had just followed through with that
Damn.
code 136, Sabina would have been held for longer than just one night.
Literally.
Which meant that she not only may have been given the help she needed, but she also never would have had the chance to meet Glenn Hollinshed that fateful day.
Exactly, man. That's just sad.
Since her release from prison in 2011, Sabina promptly disappeared from the public eye, and neither she nor Ursula has ever been heard from again,
Huh.
meaning we have no idea whatever happened to the Eriksson twins.
That one's crazy, bro.
Simply tend to be making the same decisions at
That's
the same
crazy.
times. They're thinking.
Bro, I hate it. Oh my god. If this is some kid drawing this, bro, I'm scared already.
Every horror movie with a kid drawing their imaginary friend that's
Bro,
scary,
fuck
you
that
already know.
shit. Oh
You
my
already
god.
know.
I'm sending that kid to a babysitter for a week. Hell no.
Bro, you're killing the babysitter, bro.
That's their fault. No, it's not their fault. No, survival of the fittest. I don't know, dude. Fuck.
you
I don't
hired
wanna
them
die.
to kill your... Oh my god. It's your fault for having that kid.
Bro, listen, dude. I don't know what you guys talking about. All right. Anyways. I can't want else.
In the same way.
Let's see what happens. Is this American Idol? Oh, Super Talent. Okay.
Basically the same.
Close enough. Let's see what's going on.
Bro, it literally is. It's
December
like
2021.
Yeah, what the hell?
Voice
A couple
or whatever.
receives a
What is
warm
it?
welcome as they walk onto the stage, ready to compete in the Croatian television show Super Talent. the
Oh,
country's
Croatia,
version of
okay, maybe.
America's
Fucking Croatia robbed them clean, bro.
Got
Yeah,
Talent.
bro.
But
They
it's
even have
clear
the
this
X
excitement
thing.
from the crowd wasn't shared by the show's host, who turned to someone standing behind the camera and flashed the unmistakable look of concern.
Oh, shit.
Wait, why?
Let's find out, I
Minutes
guess.
prior, the audience at home was introduced to the pair, 34-year-old singer Roman Bernata and his wife, 44-year-old violinist Bianca Kolompar,
Okay.
along with their child, who would be watching on as the two shared their musical talents with the world. In their day-to-day lives, Roman was a professional goalkeeper for a local soccer team, while Bianca was a professional violinist with a doctorate in music. And while
Nice.
on paper this all seems fairly normal,
Did you see
it
it?
was immediately clear to those watching that this couple was anything but. The two frequently went on long-winded and bizarre rants, with Bianca opening up about her breast enlargement surgery.
Ja sam imala kao cura velike grudi, velika mi je bila želja da to vratim, operirala sam.
And the two discussing at length their belief
Okay.
in a living
Why did they
God
have to
who
say
walked
that
the
on
earth.
TV though?
Ali ja osjetim, stvarno imam taj kontakt sa živim Bogom i mislim da je Bog svugdje oko nas, da je Bog osoba, energija, znači istovremeno, da.
But it was their performance itself that proved to be the strangest part of their time on the show.
What in the world's gonna happen?
Bravo svima.
Dobro večer.
Vi se mene ne sjećate, jel da?
Ja?
Ne. Prije puno
Ja.
godina.
Aha, ja se nas sjećam kad sam
Ugostiteljska
snimala
škola,
spot.
jel ide Hardo, ide? Je, ja se ispričavam, ali stvarno moram vas to pitati.
Oh shit.
Roman's introduction was fairly uncomfortable, as he made mention of a time that he had met one of the judges years before, who clearly had no recollection of the encounter.
Yeah, I'd be so
which seemed
scared.
to frustrate him, as his demeanor quickly became hostile.
Kind of like a stalker. Like, oh,
Yeah.
Talent. S čim
Nemam
ste se došli
ja
predstaviti?
nemam nikakav talent.
Pa šta ste onda došli?
Radit.
Ali
Oh shit.
nebitno, emisija se zove Super Talent,
Ja vas dečki
kolegica...
volim, nemojte mi zamjeriti.
Alo, polako.
I feel like this is like a plan to kill.
Bro, no dead ass, man. Yo, this is
Right?
kind of yo. I'm not gonna lie, man. At this point, bro, yo, I'm calling security, bro. I'm like, yeah, yo, wrap it up, man. But the thing is,
I remember you for a long time ago. Oh, I don't remember you. Yeah, I remember you very well. Bro.
Hey, man.
Because you have like pictures of me in your house, bro. That's crazy.
this
I
is
don't know.
scary, bro. I don't know. I feel like I'd feel the same way, where like I'd let it continue because I'm like, what are the odds that something bad happens, right? Like, it should be fine.
Može, pa
Well,
leading to Roman
if
receiving
you think
his
about it, they already got background check.
Yeah, that's what I'm
for it,
thinking.
right?
Like, I'm sure they went through security. I'm sure they've. Like, they probably just don't invite anyone over, right? Like, this looks like maybe like early
hope.
2000, like 2005,
Maybe-
2010, maybe.
Dude, maybe this is the time they started doing that.
Maybe.
Because
Dude,
it
honestly, there's a lot of shit usually like that. It's like the same with serial killers. It's like there's so many things that they got away with. Like, for example, like they'd kill like a lot of minorities and like people that are like LGBT and all that stuff because they just wouldn't give a fuck. Like same thing with like homeless people and so on and so forth. And then now they're
Yeah,
like, all right,
and
well
then
maybe let's take it to consideration everything.
The moment that there's really like one bad thing that happens, they're like, okay, now we have to do something.
Yeah, no, honestly, this is 2021. What the fuck? Okay, maybe just they make the camera quality ass on purpose for dramatic effect. All right, let's see what's going on.
first X before he even sang a single note.
Ako je kolegica pitala koji je vaš talent, a naša emisija se zove Super Talent, a vi tvrdite da nemate talent, onda vas ja pitam pošto ste došli.
radit. Okej, hvala, može.
Oh
It
damn.
was a rough start for the couple, and by the time they did get to perform, things only got worse.
And now, the end is near. And so I face the final curtain.
I mean, it's not bad. Okay, maybe it's not.
Admittedly,
Okay.
the couple didn't sound awful, but it was clear the judges were frustrated by Roman's demeanor, prompting all four of them to hit their X
Fair
signaling
enough.
the end of the couple's performance.
Frank Sinatra.
Or at
My
least-
Way's a good song.
They don't seem like really bad, but they just made it awkward. you know?
Yeah, I think they're just. I mean, yeah, his singing was like solid. It was good, I would say. Not fantastic, not
Yeah.
talent, but hey. He's gonna like jump on them or some shit like that. I did it my way. I mean, maybe it's us.
As the two just kept on performing, playing over the sounds of the judges shouting their name and the deafening silence from the crowd. With the two going until a producer finally had to step in from behind the camera and officially cut them off. But even then, the couple continued their antics, this time by protesting the judge's decision, with Bianca even threatening to go to the newspaper and expose their behavior to the press.
What
All
the
while Roman
fuck?
stood angrily to the side, glaring at the panel before him. And with that, Roman and Bianca's time on Super Talent was over, and they not only walked away without receiving the grand prize, but they also left with shattered reputations, as this segment became notorious among fans of Super Talent, with the couple being considered one of the most unusual acts to ever feature on the show. But despite its virality, this performance isn't what Roman is most widely remembered for today.
Oh god.
Okay. What the hell?
Oh my god.
On
Roman,
February 6th,
please!
2022, residents in Rijeka, Croatia were met with the sight of a fully nude man wandering the city streets. It was Roman Bernata, and while most stared on in amusement, laughing to themselves and snapping photos, what they were witnessing was actually one of the most disturbing events the city had ever seen.
What the hell happened?
After his disastrous performance
He
just
fell
1 year
off
prior,
real hard.
Roman continued
No,
to
tell me
pursue
about
a
it.
career in singing, taking every opportunity he could to
What a
share his
size how many
talent,
have.
often joining Bianca on her YouTube channel and singing on the streets for tips, where he actually made a decent amount of money. Though because of his notorious television moment, he would often be harassed and even have the money he earned stolen from him.
Aw.
One day, while performing outside of a local soup kitchen, he was introduced to a woman named Darnika Krevich, a 67-year-old who relied on the soup kitchen for consistent meals. And after hearing Roman sing, she became a legitimate fan of his music, leading to the two striking up a friendship. And despite Darnika not having much, she offered to take Roman to a local coffee shop on February 6th, 2022,
Okay.
where she treated him to a warm cup of tea on a cold winter day. And so the two sat inside a restaurant called the Cafe Pin, with everything seeming completely normal, until a server noticed that Roman started to look almost sickly, like he could barely keep himself upright, as his body was starting to slump over the table, his eyes barely open. The server rushed over to help, but Roman recoiled and shouted, "Just try calling the police on me."
Oh?
And so, not wanting to escalate things, the server left, only returning later to drop off their check, which is when Roman's behavior took an even more drastic turn. He began feeling around his pants pocket for his wallet, before looking desperately around the table, but there was no sign of it. And so he grabbed Darnika's bag and rifled through it, before yelling, "You snake, you whore, where's my wallet?"
Oh?
Though when he still couldn't find it in Darnika's bag, his anger turned to violence, as he stood up and rushed Darnika, grabbing her by the head and shaking her, screaming in her face, accusing her of being a thief. This time, multiple people inside the cafe rushed over to hold him back, but Roman was too strong, too angry.
Yeah, he actually looks tough.
He pushed everyone away,
Yeah.
completely unfazed by their attempts.
That's a big beefy
In that
man.
moment, no one could have stopped Roman. Darnika
I ain't gonna
was
lie.
entirely helpless, and so the crowd inside the cafe watched as Roman grabbed her by the neck and dragged her behind the bar, and then proceeded to kick, then stomp, and then jump
God.
directly on her, over and over
What?
again,
Jesus.
each time landing on her head. It was a rage so demented that he actually began to smile a wide manic grin as he jumped and chanted, "Whore, witch, die."
The picture next to it is
After
kind
what
of
felt like an
scary.
eternity, Roman stopped, before sprinting out of the restaurant, leaving Darnika entirely unrecognizable and dead on the floor. The
Jesus.
same
Damn.
floor where just feet away, Roman's wallet lay,
Brother.
fallen out of his pocket shortly before. Outside, Roman removed his blood-soaked clothes and walked completely naked into the city center, much to the amusement of the passerbys who had no idea what he had just done, until eventually he made his way into a nearby police station and blankly stated, "I am not well."
Yeah.
Wow,
The
really?
sentiment was true in so many regards. Roman hadn't been well for quite a long time. Since a young age, it's believed he had dealt with undiagnosed schizophrenia that had led to uncontrollable anger issues, before developing an alcohol and substance abuse problem that only exacerbated his symptoms. And by the time he was an adult, Roman became so delusional that he believed he was a disciple sent from God to touch the world with his music, something that he eventually convinced Bianca of as well. So in their Super Talent episode, when Bianca mentioned their love for a living God that walked the earth, she was likely referencing Roman.
Ali ja osjetim, stvarno imam taj kontakt sa živim Bogom I mislim da je Bog svugdje oko nas.
How the hell do you convince someone of some shit like that?
Energija, znači sve, istovremeno, da.
Roman was severely unwell, and no one in his life was keeping him in check. In fact, those closest with him were only feeding his delusions, with all of his issues coming to a head on the day of the incident. And when he realized his wallet was gone, Roman rushed to assume that Darnika was the one who robbed him, perhaps as a result of having his money stolen frequently on the streets. The sad reality was,
that's like a
in a sea of
trauma.
people trying to
Yeah.
exploit and mock Roman, Darnika was one of the few who actually truly cared about
Yeah,
him
dude, that's kinda
and
sad.
genuinely believed in his talents. And yet,
Yeah.
he killed her in one of the most evil ways imaginable, all over
Poor
a
girl.
simple misunderstanding that was entirely his fault. In the end, Roman Bernata was deemed unfit to stand trial and was never sentenced to serve any jail time. instead being given a 40-year sentence in a mental health facility, where he's since been described as a model patient.
Okay.
With his good behavior awarding him the opportunity to leave the facility for days at a time for therapeutic purposes.
Don't say entail or some shit like that.
sucks.
Okay, thank God, dude. I thought they were gonna be like, which was another mistake, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm just always waiting for the next
Bro,
thing, dude.
that actually could be something else, dude.
Like, I just never know, man. Like, he's not too bad after all. I mean, granted, if that was the case, like, I understand, but fuck. Damn, yeah, that was crazy, man. Poor girl, dude.
Yeah, that sucks.
Damn. Well, at least this one was dealt with, like, appropriately, all things considered. You know, but just unfortunate. I just wish that... Would you have called the police when the guy was like, are you going to call the police on me? That's a bad idea. I feel like I would still call the police at that point. I ain't gonna lie. But also, I'd be kind of scared because, like, imagine they don't do anything and he comes back tomorrow and beats your ass. Which is terrifying to think about.
Yeah. Well, what are they gonna do if you call the police, right?
Well, the thing is, they probably, like, you know, check him out, see, like, what the hell is going on with him. Like, oh, yeah, he's drunk or some shit like that or whatever. You know, they arrest him and they're like, okay, well, it's not too bad. You could survive. And then it turns out, and then, like, the next day he gets released and he's like, oh, what did I say about calling the police on me? He's like, oop.
That's true, yeah.
And then the next thing you know, he just fucking do that to her instead. I guess for a blessing. Silent key, draw lurking. But yeah.
Such a risk, bro.
Dude, it really is, man. It sucks.
There's nothing out there. It's your imagination.
What's going on here? What's happened in the woods?
It was the start of yet another adventure for the crew of the television show Gardener's World. This British program has been on the air since the 1960s and provides viewers with tips on how to maintain their garden while showing off a variety of unique plant life.
Okay,
which often
cool,
brought
cool.
them to remote areas of the globe. This particular episode was filmed on February 5th, 2020, in the Drakensberg mountain range of Lesotho, Africa, with the host, Nick Bailey, making the long journey to track down one specific flower.
Cool.
One species which grows wild all over the country and has been a real favorite.
Real quick, what do you think this is going to be? I agree with Ubles. I think it might be dead body. Is my guess.
I mean, what else could it be?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, it's either that or...
Do you think maybe... I was thinking maybe he also falls off. Like, he falls off the cliff or some shit.
Well, if you say dead body, I mean, like, I feel like that'll be, like, maybe someone that lives there. Or I don't know. Well, it has to be a body, right?
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is.
That trend is this video series.
That is a good point. That is a good point. Poison plant. That's also could be an option. Yeah. Someone being harassed. Probably not. If they're random. Yeah, animal attack is another thing. Yeah, maybe like a bear or some shit. I don't fucking know. All right, we'll see. We'll see.
With British gardeners for generations, is the gladiolus.
I like the way he talks.
This delicate flower would have been familiar with many of the show's viewers, as it was quite popular in the UK. But in this region, there existed a unique species that had only been seen a handful of times in the last century.
Yeah, you see? Look at this shit, bro.
Valley in this one particular mountain
Damn,
range.
that looks kind of good.
Its scientific name is the Gladiolus microcarpus.
That's cool. I like
and there
this.
were two people who knew it better than anyone else. Rod and Rachel Saunders were well-renowned botanists who studied the world of South African flowers in depth, with their favorite being the gladioli, as they would spend days and even months on end roaming areas just like this to learn everything they could about them, making them the perfect duo to help with the show.
Why gladioli? There's so many different species in
Bro, you think they're gonna be evil?
I think. Okay.
Look at that beard. That's such a nice, happy beard, right? He wouldn't do anything, right?
I don't know. I feel like one of them is either gonna disappear or both of them.
Yeah, I feel like something's gonna happen. I think they're gonna be victims. Yeah, like I think someone. I don't think anyone in here is evil. I think something bad is gonna happen to someone. I really think someone might fall off. That's generally what I believe. We'll see.
Africa, you could have picked.
I think they're beauty. Some of them are so exquisitely beautiful, you actually just want to sit down and cry when you see them.
But even with their vast knowledge of this region, there was always an element of danger when traversing it. Its climate is often volatile, and conditions are known to turn on a dime, making safely navigating this area extremely difficult to downright impossible.
Yeah, that place looked like it was
Even
raining
on the day of filming, as a dense fog had rolled in, and given the steep and rocky landscape, one wrong step could
Yeah,
spell
dude, they
disaster.
fall off, dude. Yeah.
This didn't stop the crew from carrying onward, though, as Rod and Rachel were relentless in their pursuit, They would do anything to find these flowers. And sure enough, the segment ended as they did exactly that.
We've come about 4 times looking for this plant, and this is the best I've ever seen it. It is looking absolutely gorgeous.
With that, Rod and Rachel's time on Gardener's World was over, but their journey through this area certainly wasn't.
Okay.
As the cameras cut, the crew made their way back to their makeshift base camp miles away, where they said their goodbyes, with Nick Bailey capturing a photo with a beloved couple and sharing it onto Twitter before parting ways, leaving the couple behind. As rather than returning to their home in Cape Town, this was actually just the start of what would be a multi-month expedition into this region, with the Nogoi Forest Reserve being their final destination.
Okay.
Along with being botanists, the couple were also avid seed collectors, and had started a business which shipped the seeds they had found to other plant lovers around the world. And while here, they made it their mission to find some of these ultra-rare gladioli seeds. And sure enough, on February 8th, 2020, Rod and Rachel sent a text to one of their employees at the seed mailing business, which contained a photo of the exact flower they were looking for. But despite this text seeming like a sign of more good things to come, the reality was far more bleak, as this text would ultimately be the last the couple would ever send.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Out of nowhere, communication with...
Dude, I didn't see the glasses at first, and I thought she got like possessed by like an alien or some shit.
Oh my god. Bro.
She had bug eyes. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened to her? I'm like, oh, it's just glasses. Oh, okay. I'm tripping.
With Rod and Rachel had stopped entirely, and for days no one heard anything from the duo, prompting that same employee they had sent the image to report them as missing on the 10th of February. It was a devastating turn of events, but one that was always a possibility. Poor weather, a wrong turn, an injury, anything could have derailed their expedition, as again, this area was notoriously dangerous, with it seeming all but certain that they had fallen victim to the unpredictable fury of Mother Nature, though this belief would quickly shift, thanks to the discovery of the couple's car. It was found by authorities abandoned by the edge of the Tugela River, and had been emptied of virtually everything inside. However, there was something left behind. As in the trunk, authorities would find a massive pool of blood.
Jesus.
Blood that belonged to Rachel. Just days after filming, Rod and Rachel were making their way towards the Nogoi Forest Reserve, growing more and more excited by the discoveries they were making, oblivious to the fact that in the woods around them, they were being watched.
Oh, damn.
Not by an animal, but rather by a man.
Shit.
His name was Saifundin Aslam Delvicio, a local of the area that the couple was traversing, and on February 9th, he allegedly sent a text to his wife, Bibi Patel, telling her that he had found a good target, and that he was now in pursuit.
Dude, people are terrifying. What the fuck?
Later that night, the couple made their camp and began to drift off in their tent, while Delvicio allegedly watched on, and once he was certain that they had fallen asleep, he made his move, approaching the tent, then tearing it open, and then standing above the couple.
That is insane, dude. Holy fuck.
In the following moments, Rod and Rachel would be brutally bludgeoned to death before they could even react, as they lay helplessly, still inside their sleeping bags.
That's so sad.
Text messages indicate that Delvicio then enlisted the help of his wife, Bibi, as well as his friend, Musa Jackson, to help discard the bodies.
Dude, how do you find 2 willing accomplices like that, bro? Like, I always wonder, like, how do people find these evil-ass people in their lives? It is so baffling to me. I don't get it. Oh, also real quick. Jenner, thank you for the raid. What's up, dude? How was Pokemon? Hopefully it went well. Hopefully you're winning. Your thing's going well. We're just watching this video. It's called The Darkest Moments in TV History. Oh my god, it's like a good ass fucking video. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's been kind of intense.
Yeah, no, honestly, holy shit, dude. Bro, I can't wait for 11D space. This is actually fucking insanity, dude. Like, yo, what the fuck?
The duality, dude.
Yeah, no, like, Jenny, what the hell bro, they're just, like, it's just like a lovely couple that, like, dude, you know how, like, yo, that shit is so fucking cute and romantic and nice. It's just like a lovely couple that, like, you know, are growing old together and they just look for plants.
The same passion
yeah, the same passion. They're excited for, that's so sad, man. That's genuinely heartbreaking. And then it's like these fucking evil ass people are just like, yeah, it's a good hunt. Like, suck a fucking dick, dude. Fucking, I don't think I fucking beat over the fucking head and like survive some shit and send them to fucking jail. Actually, no, this is a YouTube video. I'm gonna get banned. Anyways, hopefully they got a stern talking to. And then they got fucking hurt, man. Fuck those guys. I don't give a fuck. Fuck those guys, man. That shit pisses me off, man. That shit's so fucking sad.
Yeah, that's so sad. Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, dude, they just like plants, or they just want to see the rare plants and stuff all over the world.
Dude, oh my god, man. Motherfuckers going to South Africa. They're traversing like fucking rough terrain every fucking day, multiple times a week, and then just fucking bitch ass motherfucker just ruins everything, bro. That's ass. We finished. Let's talk about a whole piece. Oh, like how much are we talking about? Man, no, that's sad. That's sad.
Using the couple's own car to transport them to the one place they were certain they would never be found. The Tugela River.
And why is that?
There was something about this stretch of water that they believed would make these bodies impossible to find. Crocodiles.
Oh, shit.
And so they pulled up to the banks of the river as the crocodiles quietly watched on from a distance and dumped the bodies of Rod and Rachel into the water.
That's so
where
sad,
they were
man.
Immediately devoured. They thought it was the perfect plan. However, it thankfully failed to work as well as they had hoped.
Beautiful.
As in
And
the
why is
following
that?
weeks,
What happened?
Fishermen would happen upon both of the corpses, or at least what remained
What?
of them, as they were in
I
such
guess they
bad
left.
shape that it would take nearly 2 full months for them to be identified.
That's so sad, man.
As for why this attack happened, we still don't fully know, as the trial is still ongoing, with Delvicchio proclaiming his innocence.
Ah, beautiful,
which is why
man.
everything is
Great
alleged at the
representation
moment.
for my people.
The
Thank you.
evidence is damning.
Appreciate y'all.
Messages on Delvicchio's phone paint a clear picture that he was responsible for this, with his motive appearing to be religious.
Bro, I hate radicals, bro. Ugh, man, this is why Muslims can't go around living in peace. Because of fucking idiots like this, bro. They're literally just planting fucking trees and selling seeds, you fucking bum-ass losers. Ugh, it's so annoying. Motherfucker, I hate people like this, bro. I saw the name at first and I saw Italian last name. Like, maybe they're not Muslim. I don't fucking know. Let me pray for it. Wrong. Turns out they're Muslim and they're fucking morons too. Oh my God, dude. I fucking hate people, dude. What a bunch of fucking idiots, bro. Ugh.
Differences between him and the Saunders.
Bro, I deadass hate radicals,
After the
man.
slayings, large sums of money were withdrawn from the couple's bank account.
Oh, yeah. Did God tell you to fucking steal too? It clearly says not to steal in the Quran, you fucking morons. Okay. I want to keep watching the video.
Along with lavish purchases being made.
Oh, be pissing me off, man.
With one of the receipts from the shopping spree being found inside of Bibi's purse.
No shame,
The evidence
dude.
is almost impossible to deny. But while we wait for justice to be served, it's important to refocus on those who won't be here to see it happen.
Hi, James. What's up, dude?
Rod and Rachel truly did nothing wrong. They were two incredibly wholesome people who were just trying to.
I
finally connect with
swear,
the
dude.
people they
That's
loved
so sad,
dearly.
dude.
And while
This
their
is
interview
genuinely
goes before
heartbreaking,
death is
bro.
an undeniable
Ugh.
dark television moment, it also serves as an incredible tribute, as one of the last things they ever.
That
did
is a
in their
good point.
lives
At
was
least that
share
is
their
nice.
Love and passion for gladioli with the world. The flower that.
Look
they
at that
ultimately
shit,
gave
man.
their
That shit's
lives
so
to
sad,
find.
bro.
I know, dude.
What an incredible treat to see such a
So I looked at them, bro. They look like such a nice couple. I genuinely couldn't even imagine them being evil.
It's a pleasure. It's nice to be
What's up, Nuna? That's so sad, man. At least they lived a long life. That's nice. It's unfortunate it got cut short. That's so disappointing, man. That actually makes me so fucking sad. Ugh, what a bunch of fucking
Yeah,
losers, dude.
At least they have like a nice legacy. I guess.
Yeah, honestly, you know, they lived long. They had a happy life, clearly.
Yeah, that's so sad though.
Yeah, no, genuinely. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, thankfully he stepped on a course instead of being. Yeah, I really thought that first guy was gonna drown, dude. I thought it was crazy. Yeah. I thought everyone thought he was gonna die. Welcome to the UK. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, I don't know. People are fucking tripping, bro. Yeah, the fucking dog, the dude with the heart, you know, dog. You know, it's crazy. It's
Those
crazy.
are pretty good videos though.
That's a good video, bro. I want to watch another one with it for sure. I have to watch like a part 2 at some point. I think there's like a whole bunch of them. Yeah, YouTube's darkest videos, internet's darkest corners, darkest channels. Yeah, I'm curious, man. You know, yeah, go ahead, Nick Crowley. Good job, man. Good job. All right, well, there goes video 1. Now we can go to happiness.